recommended to have a block for today's sequence, and a blanket is also welcome, though not necessary. Nothing's really necessary besides you and your body. Come onto hands and knees, and you can do a series of cats and cows here. Just starting to move some more energy in the body. So we really worked on the kind of upper area of the body. And now as you do cats and cows, feel how spacious the upper body is at this moment. The lower body might need some attention, so we're going to give it some of that here in just a moment. Start to come to a neutral spine and just wiggle a little bit, hips side to side. And then add this in. Look to the side of the hips sticking out, right? So when my hips swing over to the right, I look at it, so I kind of see it. Maybe I see it, maybe I don't. Look left, when the hips go left. Do that a couple more times, but just really gentle. Again, be really mindful of your neck, right? Most of us can tuck the chin a little bit more when we do this kind of stuff. Now again, come to a neutral spine. We'll get back into the hips in a moment. First, I want you to pick up your left arm and reach it forward. Then, see if you can pick up your right leg, so opposite leg reaches back. Yeah? Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, pull the elbow to the knee and push the breath out of your mouth, like you're cleaning out the internal organs. And then do it again. Inhale, reach. And exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Good. And then just take the right knee down, okay? This left arm, the one that's forward, I want you to now thread it underneath your right arm. Lay the left side of your head and your left shoulder on the ground. Right fingers walk forward, so you're kind of peeking under your right arm. Then breathe here. Notice where you feel the stretch and the sensation, and pour breath into that area. Yeah, so you're like toward child's pose, but your butt's not touching your heels. If you want to get the stretch in the arm, that is. Some of you might want to push the arm down a little bit more, kind of pull it to the left and spin your chest open a bit more. Big breath out there. Follow the inhale back up to cow pose, hands right under your chest as the chest lifts. And then cat pose. So rounding the spine, pressing your shins and your hands into the ground, kicking your chin. Come back to your neutral spine and reach your right arm forward, reach your left leg back. On the next exhale, pull the elbow to the knee and press the breath out of the mouth. Inhale, reach. Get long, expand, and then exhale, contract and expel toxins from the belly. Again, inhale, reach. And exhale out of the mouth as you pull the elbow and knee together. Inhale, reach long. And then just take your knee down really gently. Your core's got to be engaged for all these transitions, right? And then the right arm now goes underneath the left arm. And I'm going to lay the right arm onto the mat. And I'm going to lay my right side of my head onto the ground. Walk the left fingers forward. Make whatever adjustments you need to make in order to be here. And feeling the stretch. Feel the life moving through you on your breath. One more breath like that. Exhale everything out so that as you inhale, you end up back into cow pose. And then exhale, round your spine and tuck your chin. And then come to a neutral spine. So do a little bit more on hands and knees. Oh, and I meant to say at the beginning, this is one of the places you might want your blanket is under your knees to support you, okay? So the next exercise, I find that the angle is actually best from here. For the next exercise, again, pick up your left foot, reach it back. But then I want you to cross it over to the right. So that the left foot is now crisscrossed, probably on the outside of your mat on the floor, right? So that's step one, and look over your right shoulder. Step two, pick up the left foot, bend the left knee, and touch the knee to your upper left arm if you can. Look over toward that knee. All right, we'll do that 3 more times with a little rhythm. So now left foot steps back and to the right, look to the right. Inhale there. Use the exhale to bring the knee forward to the upper left arm. That's the exhale. Okay, inhale, reach it back and to the right, look right. Bring it forward as you breathe out, knee to the upper arm. Again, reach it back, look to the right. And exhale, bring it forward, tap it to the arm. Awesome work. Now step it back. Lean onto your right knee and your right hand. And take your left arm alongside the ear, and I'll show you this way. And just take a big side stretch here. Big reach. Can you make more of an arc through the outer hip? Can you make more space in between your ribs? Press down through the outer foot. Reach through the fingers. And then transition back into the cow pose, right? That's our kind of reset. The hand comes down, the knee comes down. We have an inhale and lift the heart. And then we tuck the chin. Press the shins into the ground. Cat. Okay. Right foot reaches back. And then you cross it to the left so that as you look over the left shoulder, you can see it there. Pause for the in-breath. And then out-breath, now bring the right knee forward, look over your right shoulder. Kind of tipped onto your left hand more. And then reach it back. Look over to over the left shoulder. Bring it forward so you can take that with an exhale. Bring it back. Look left. Inhale. Bring it forward to the right. Exhale. Bring it back and to the left. Look left. Bring it forward to the right and up high. Great. And then go ahead and step that foot back. Come onto your side here, and I tend to swing my left foot off to the side. And you'll reach through your right arm, and again, I'll give you a little bit of a different angle here. And then feel the breath. Feel the prana, right? The same word for life, for energy, is the word for breath in Sanskrit, the language of yoga. Not a coincidence. So where you can feel the breath, life is moving through, and it's life that heals you. Life that gives you everything. Look down. Cow pose one last time. Hand down, knee down, chest lift. Cat pose one last time here. Rounding the spine, tucking the chin, pushing the exhale all the way out. Come to a neutral spine, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward basic dog. Make whatever little adjustments you need to make to find your shape. Take a big breath in through your nose. And breathe out your mouth. Do that one more time. Really feel the connection to the ground. Push into the ground, breathing in. Fill up. And then breathe everything. Take a walk forward. So you'll end up at a standing forward fold position toward the very front of your mat, if you've got a mat. I don't know if he's working with something different. But hang over your legs, in front of your space. Hang over your legs here for a few breaths. Just let yourself feel. You might want to shake the head a little bit, especially if some of that massage kind of freed up some space there. Being upside down might be helping release some of that stickiness that tends to accumulate in your upper vertebrae. On an out breath, you'll round yourself all the way up to stand. And with an in breath, arrive and fill the chest with breath. Okay, so we're going to do moon salutations, working into a flow sequence that we're going to do today. And if you do have sensitive knees, this might be a moment to pick up a blanket and just put it about halfway down your mat so that your knee has somewhere to land. My mat's pretty thick, so I'm not going to use it actually, but you can. Stand tall and clear. Hook your thumbs and inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, put your belly on your thighs, then interlace your fingers behind your back. Straighten your legs, let your head drop. Okay, so we'll return to this position again and again. Standing forward fold, the fingers interlaced behind your back. Exhale there. Inhale, skiers pose, another familiar position, or will be familiar soon. Looking a little forward on the floor. It's like chair pose. You're squeezing your legs together. You're reaching your arms back. Feel what's working in this pose. Feel what's stretching. And find an exhale. Find an inhale. Now you're going to step your left foot back. Option to take the hands to the ground to transition, or those of you who know the sequence and can do it, to keep your hands interlaced behind your back. Then as we arrive here, you can either just lift your chest, or you can choose to hook your thumbs and reach up. Okay, that's the heart of it. But for now, we're going to sit back and do a runner's stretch. So left hip over your left knee, right leg extends, fold over your right leg and take 3 breath cycles. Inhale. Exhale 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. Start to come forward into a low lunge. Tuck your back toes under. And then come all the way up, high lunge. Interlace your fingers and turn your palms to the ceiling. Breathe out. Then straighten the front leg. This move's kind of slow. Let it be slow. Exhale, rebend the knee. Your gaze is just soft on the horizon, and then you straighten again. Inhale. Rebend, exhale. Again, straighten, lift, lift, lift through the chest. And rebend. Take the arms forward. Keep your core really engaged, and then take the hands to the ground. Step back to plank pose. If you know a form of vinyasa that you'd like to take, go for it. Otherwise, I'll offer this. Come way forward to the tip of your toes and your fingers, and then just bend the elbows back. A little chaturanga, back up to plank, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. You're welcome to do any variation of a vinyasa in my sequences. And if you ever have questions or want tutorials, please just let me know. One more breath cycle here in downward dog. Take a big breath in. Look forward. You can bend your knees and either step or hop your feet forward between your hands. Once you get there, lengthen your spine and then fold down into your legs and drop your head. Hook your thumbs, come through bent knees, reach up, rise up, grow very tall at the top, and then we go right back in. Bend the knees, squeeze your legs together, core stays engaged. Then interlace the fingers behind your back and straighten your legs and drop your head. Skier's pose, lifting up through the chest, sitting your hips back and down. Right foot steps back, option to balance using the hands. Lower your right knee gently, maybe onto your blanket. Lift your chest and maybe lift your arms with the fingers, or the thumbs, sorry. Hands lower to the ground. And then runner stretch. So sitting the right hip so it arrives directly over the right knee. Left foot extends and the left leg lengthens. Fold over your left leg. Commit yourself to being right here. Feeling this leg, right? This body, this breath. For 1. Breathe for 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Start to shift the weight forward into low lunge. So we pick up the back knee for that. And then we turn it into high lunge by grounding through the feet, engaging through our core and rising up through the chest. Interlace the fingers, palms to the sky. Find an inhale, ride that inhale up, straightening the front leg. And then lower the knee. Let the eyes just be soft. And then straighten the left leg. The front of the chest lifts, the back of the heart actually goes kind of down, right? Shoulder blades together, then rebend. Don't let the knee jut over the ankle. Again, straighten. And bend. Take the arms forward and into the floor. Plank pose. Do your form of a vinyasa. Maybe once again, you just do a little mini push-up and then back to plank. Making sure that you don't lose strength, integrity. You don't lose sort of your agency over that pose, over that transition. So often we kind of flop through our vinyasas. You want to stay really clear, integrated, and awake when you practice. Feel your breath. One more here. Find an inhale. And then look forward and step or hop forward. Lengthen the spine when you get there. Fold down into the legs as you breathe out. Bend your knees, squeeze your inner legs together. Hook your thumbs and inhale, reach all the way up to the top of the shape. Come right back forward. Bend the knees, belly on your thighs. Interlace your fingers behind your back and straighten your Inhale, skier's pose. Sit the hips back as you reach the arms back. Look a little forward on the floor, back and neck long. Step the left foot back and lower the left knee. Reach up through the chest, maybe hook your thumbs and reach up through the arms as well. Hands down, runners stretch. Sit the hips back, extend the front foot, flex it, and fold. You can see we're flowing now. So come into a low lunge. Pick up the back knees. We're just going to move this a little bit more smoothly with breath. Come up to the high lunge. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the sky, complete your exhale. Then inhale, straighten the front leg. Stay lifted through the chest. Spin your back heel down. Can you set up triangle pose? Back foot stays anchored to the earth, arms reach long, gaze over your right fingers, and then start to come forward and down into triangle pose. And this will hold 5 breaths. Your right hand can be connected to your shin. Some people really like to use a block outside of the shin. Breathe deeply. Keep connected to the earth through your feet. Stay grounded. And then feel how the core engages to reach the heart, kind of forward away from your hips. Feel your breath. Hear your breath. 4. Exhale. 5. As if someone's holding onto your top hand, go ahead and let that arm reach up. Your right hand can come to your belly. That might be helpful as you steer your hips forward and step your left foot a little forward into the left. So what I'm doing is getting a stance ready for a twisted triangle. So if you look down, you want to make sure that the hips are square. You can feel them pointing forward. Then tip yourself forward. You can take the left hand outside of the foot, maybe onto a block. It's nice. Or inside of the foot. Right arm to the sky. Twisted triangle. Breathe 1. 2. Again, you gotta really stay grounded in this pose, right? To make it work. And you gotta keep reaching the heart forward, but now you've got this twist, so kind of soften the back of the heart. Tuck your chin a little bit and lean back. 4. Exhale. 5. Look down. You're gonna maybe pick up that block and move it with you if you got it. Ardha Chandrasana. Shift weight into the right foot and right hand. Give yourself enough space that you can really balance on the right foot and the right hand. You can lift up through the left arm. Any variations here are welcome. Breathe. You could bend the knee and reach for the foot if that feels right today. Notice where you feel the stretch, the sensation, and send the breath of life there. 3. 4. Exhale. 5. Okay, warrior 2. So leave the block behind. Let the left foot land softly, and then gaze over your right fingers. Last pose that we're going to hold in this sequence. Breathe for 2. Breathe. 3. 4. Breathe. Exhale. 5. Flip your palms, tip back, reverse warrior. Take the hands to the ground as you breathe out. Step back to plank pose. And an optional vinyasa as you breathe out. Lower as you breathe in. Lift. As you breathe out, Anamudra, down dog. Stay here 2 breaths, just finding your grounding again. Re-inhabiting your inner world fully. And then on your next out breath, step or hop the feet forward between your hands. Lengthen the spine as you arrive and dive down into your legs as you breathe out. Flip the thumbs, bend the knees, arms come straight and up, and then the legs straighten as you reach up. Beautiful, bend the knees again, belly on your thighs. Interlace your fingers behind your back and straighten the legs. You never have to straighten all the way. Just as far as a safe skiers pose. Lift your chest, sit your hips back. Step your right foot back this time and lower the knee. Reach out through the chest and maybe through the arms with thumbs. Hands come down and just flow yourself gently into runner's stretch. Follow along to the rhythm of your own breath, but find an exhale at the bottom of this shape. Find an inhale coming forward into low lunge, picking up your back knee. Now sturdy your core, press your feet, come all the way up. Interlace fingers, palms to sky as you breathe out. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Now as you exhale, spin the back heel down, open out the arms, find your way into Trikonasana. You can always take as much time as you need finding the foundations for these poses, especially when you hold them for longer. The point of the fluid movement is just to make us comfortable in transitions, and life is full of those. Okay, keep pressing through the feet, belly's engaged, chest is open, breath is moving. For 3, breathing. 4, exhale. 5. Great, come all the way up as if someone's reaching from above, pulling you up. And then let yourself step the right foot forward and to the right. You may have to adjust both feet. But the idea is now you're pointing straight forward. The right foot is at this little bit of an angle. The left toes are pointing directly forward. Right arm is high, press through your feet, and then hinge at your hips and come forward and down. Twisted triangle. You can use your prop, if you got one. Left arm to the sky. Breathing 1. 2, breathe. 3, breathe. 4, inhale. Exhale, 5. Look forward and down, Ardha Chandrasana transition. Shift the weight into the left foot and the left hand. Start to pick up the right leg and the right arm. Now it could be an extended arm and leg, or some people like to take the Chapasana variation, which is to take the foot and the right foot and hand together. If you've got Chapasana, push the foot back into the hand, and it should give you an interesting opening all through the front of your right leg, chest, and arm. 2 more breaths. 1. 2. Let the exhale go. Release the foot if you have it in your hand, warrior 2. Bend the left knee and then land as lightly as you can. Gaze over your left fingers. Breathe for 1. Hear your breath. 2. Feel your connection to the earth, feel the strength of your core, the spaciousness of your heart. Breathe. 4. And 5. Reverse warrior. Tipping back. Beautiful. Hands to the ground, plank pose. Your choice of vinyasa, breathing out. Breathing in, lifted heart. Breathing out, hips up and back. Downward dog. Or if you prefer, take a couple of breaths in child's pose. Come back to the center of your own experience. Okay, now what's going to happen in a moment is we're going to do that whole sequence, every step of it, but just as a flow. So we won't be holding any pose in a stagnant way. And the idea is just to find the joy in the transitions, find the fluidity and the grace in your own body. And don't worry too much about getting everything perfect. Find the rhythm of your breath, because that's the rhythm that you're going to follow. So we have to find our leader first, which is the breath. Then you're going to travel forward to the front of your mat on an exhale. Lengthen your spine on an inhale. Fold down into your legs and exhale all the breath on the fold forward on the exhale. And then hook your thumbs, squeeze your knees, inhale, reach up, straighten the legs at the top. Bend the knees, put your belly on your thighs. Interlace your fingers behind your back and straighten your legs. Skiers pose. Lift the chest, sit the hips back. Left foot steps back and left knee lowers for Anjaneyasana. Lifted chest, maybe lifted arms, inhale. Hands come down as we sit the hips back and extend the front leg, runner stretch, exhale. Low lunge transition. As you breathe in, shift the weight into the front foot, pick up your back knee. And then as you breathe out, come all the way up and turn your interlaced fingers to the sky. Inhale, straighten your front leg, spin your back heel down, open out for triangle. Exhale, reach forward, triangle. Let the inhale bring you back up for twisted triangle, spinning the heart and the hips forward as the left foot steps forward into the left. Left hand comes down next to the right foot, right arm comes to the sky. Look forward and down, transition into Ardha Chandrasana. And we're not holding it, but still take your time. Lift the left arm and the left leg. Find an inhale to return to warrior two. Land, exhale, find the shape. Reverse warrior, inhale, tip back. Hands to the ground as you breathe out. Plank pose, breathe in. Either skip this vinyasa or take it, breathe out. Breathe in. Downward dog, breathe out. Just one big inhale here. And then exhale, step or hop your feet forward between the hands. Inhale, lift your chest, straighten your legs. Exhale, fold down into your ribs. Bend the knees, squeeze the inner thighs together. Hook your thumbs and inhale, reach all the way up, straight legs. Lower the arms, and we're just gonna take a moment before we do this other side. Feel your feet digging roots down into Mama Earth. Feel your crown reaching up high toward Father Sky. Feel the breath of life moving at a human rhythm in the space in between. It is this rhythm that we'll follow for this last round of our flow sequence. Hook your thumbs and inhale, reach forward and up. Bend your knees, put your belly on your thighs, interlace your fingers behind your back and straighten your leg. Skiers pose, lift up through your heart, sit back through your hips. Right foot steps back, lower the knee. Hook your thumbs, inhale, reach up. Runner stretch, take the hands down, sit the hips back, extend the front leg, and fold. Just keep on flowing, this time forward into low lunge, weight on left foot and now right foot as the knee lifts, and then come all the way up to the high lunge with the fingers interlace, palms to sky, breathing out. Breathing in, straightening the front leg, spinning the back heel down and opening the arms for triangle. Triangle, exhale. Flow right back up. Inhale. Turn your hips and your heart forward, step the right foot forward into the right. Exhale. Come forward, twisted triangle. Plant through the right hand, lift up through the left arm. Half moon, bend your left knee as now you look forward onto the floor in front of your mat. Pick up the block if you need it, and then pick up the right arm and right leg. Warrior two, so you're going to inhale to transition to that. Land as light as you can, and then exhale, gaze over your left shoulders, left fingers. And then reverse warrior, tip back, and then hands to the ground, breathing out. Inhale, plank pose, listen up, exhale, downward dog, lift the hips. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, take your left knee forward, pigeon pose. So connect the left knee toward the left fingers, lift up through your heart, and then fold forward, pigeon. We're gonna stay here breathing for 1 minute. So slow down your breath. Feel where the breath needs to be in the body, and you'll know because there'll be sensation there. There's gonna be some kind of information that only you can perceive. Inner information. Last couple of breaths here. Really allow yourself to surrender into the experience. And then go ahead and begin to make your way back up and return to downward facing dog. Pick up your right leg, breathe in. Tuck your right knee forward inside of your right thumb, breathe out. You want your hips to be really nice and square. Drop down through your hips, lift up through your heart, and then go ahead and let the heart come all the way forward. Maybe the head rests on something comfortable. Once the little fidgeting is complete, right, accept that and allow yourself to come into more surrender in this shape. Feel the rhythm of your breath. Feel the breath in places that are calling for breath. Let these last couple of breaths be really rich, full, generous. And then walk your hands back and lift your heart up. And here's the last pose that I'm going to teach in the sequence. It's a heart opener. And I'm going to show you a couple of different setups. For those of you who have 2 blocks, this is the setup that I think is just the easiest and most effective, but I'll show you one with a blanket as well. So the setup is like this on my mat, and I'm going to lay back on it. If you know exactly how to place it, you get some bonus time in there while I explain it to others, right? It's what it looks like. And then I'll show you. So the block that's under my head is a little bit higher, unless you really want a big throat opener, in which case you could play with putting it down. The placement of this block under the heart is the most important thing. You want it really right below your shoulder blades here, right? So that as you lean back, it doesn't create a bend in your low back or mid back, but just this upper thoracic spine. Okay. So if you want to lay back in that formation, go ahead, give that a try. Those of you who have a blanket, you can roll the blanket and there's 2 different ways to place it. One is placing it just where I had that block, just here, right? And if I lay back on that, and then maybe I want also like a pillow under my head if this feels like too much, right? Or maybe this is just fine because obviously the blanket's smaller than the block. We'll also show you this. Hello. People walking by my storefront space. You could also put it longwise against the spine and lay on it that way. Some people really like that sensation. Okay, wherever you happen to be, get really comfortable. I haven't said anything about the legs, but really it's your choice. Experiment with a couple of different shapes if you want straight, or feet on the floor, or feet together, knees apart are nice options. We'll be here for 2 minutes. And or longer, you know, as always with these practices, if you feel like you want to just keep on flowing or keep on resting, you always can when this is over. But we'll spend these 2 minutes together. Arms, however, feels comfortable. And feeling the breath move in and out of this sacred vessel that you get to call your body in this lifetime. This body is made to heal. It's made of life. It belongs to life. All of these practices, all they really do is help us remove obstacles for health to flow where it naturally wants to. And the practices also just give us moments of gratitude and appreciation for the gift of life, for the gift of the body, for the gift of your heart, your lungs, the gift of your breath. Allow that gratitude for life to move throughout your whole system. That's love, and it is bigger than fear. Fear is just twisted love, darkened love, the shadow of love. Love is much, much, much bigger, and that's what we feel at the end of practice when we know that we've showed up and done a great job. Now, when you do choose to come up, and I would recommend taking your time or even staying here a few minutes after I close the video. When you do get up, though, 2 different ways. One is you could roll over to one side. The other is that you can kind of press into your elbows, tuck your chin a bit, and use your core. But whatever you do, be really mindful, be very slow. And when you do close your practice, make sure you just take a little moment, maybe hands on your heart or something like that, but just taking a little moment to thank yourself for the practice.